Hello everyone, this is the HAKKO Presto 980 220 volts version. If it focuses, you can see it on the sticker, 220 volts. This is one of those dual power soldering irons. So 980 and 981, they've got a trigger that can be depressed and that changes the wattage from 20 to 130 watts while it's being pressed. So the reason I'm making this video is there isn't one on YouTube, or at least I couldn't find one that actually shows what's inside it and how to rewire a new heating element. So why would you want to do that? Well, the obvious reason is the one you have may break in the future and you may want to replace it. But the other thing to remember is these soldering irons are what we call resistive load. So the heating elements need to match the supply voltage of your power outlet, otherwise the wattage won't be accurate. It comes in 5 different voltages, so you can get them in 100 volts for Japan obviously, and then 110, 120, 220 and 230 volts. So there are 5 different options of heating elements. The other reason is you may find you can't get the voltage that you want where you live. So then maybe you buy one of these, find the cheapest one you can get online, and then change the heating element to match your needs. Now, the first step is to undo this little nut here. So I loosen it, but initially it's very tight and I couldn't do it by hand. So I had to use a plier to grip the ridges there and loosen it. So if you're not already aware, this is what we know as a ceramic heater soldering iron. So the first step is to remove the tip and all the other stuff that hold it together. So once you undo the nut, everything slides off, but I'll just do it one component at a time. So that's the outer sleeve that holds everything together. This is the actual tip. So if you're changing the tip to a different shape or getting a replacement tip, then all you get is this little bit here. This bit here is a spacer that just spaces the tip away from the body. And here we can see the ceramic heating element. They forgot that HAKKO word on it. In order to get inside the unit, you need to undo a little Phillips screw here, as well as the 3 at the top to get this ring off. The reason for that is one of the screws attached to the cover, so that ring is going to hold the cover in place. This is what it looks like with the cover removed. So as you can see here, it's got the integrated cord grip, and this bit here is the yellow lever that clicks the switch. Right, now we have a look inside the unit itself. So I've taken out the internal electronic bits. So this is the ceramic heater, obviously. Once again, 220 volts version. So the reason I'm doing this is there isn't a video on YouTube that explains how to rewire a replacement heating element. So the way this works is, as you can see from here, the blue neutral wire is just soldered onto the one that comes from the power cord. So that's a permanent connection. If I were redoing this, I put some heat shrink tubing over that just because it's exposed, but that doesn't really matter. This bit here, the reason it's zigzagged is because it's got an integrated cord grip, so that kind of threads its way through the or rather around those little round notches there. So the main thing to take note of is, if you notice the live wire actually is being 2 conductor plugs. There isn't really a live and neutral, but anyway, you get what I mean. So one of them is permanently soldered again, which is why I would prefer to insulate that, because if you flip the plug, depending on which way you plug it in, that could become live, and then you've got an exposed connection. the other bit goes through this switch. So if you look at the white wire that comes out of the element that's soldered onto the brown wire here, so that's a permanent connection. So if you plug this into the power outlet and turn it on, then you get your low 20 watt heating because it's permanently connected to this white one. But if you press this switch, it then breaches the these two terminals on the switch, so the brown and white will bridge to the red. So now you've got current flowing not just through the white but also through the red. So you get both heating elements, let's call it that way, heating up the tip, and that's how you get the whatever that rating is, once again 130 watts. Yep, so that means, what that means is the current draw across the white and blue is 20 watts, and the current draw across the red and the blue is 110 watts. So you press that button, you get 110 plus 20, and that's how you get 130. Okay, thanks for watching.